Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of the Nerdpocalypse podcast. I'm your host, Jay. I'm here with my co-host, Micah.
Hey.
All right, guys, we're back. This episode, we do have plenty to talk about, so we're going to jump right in. Checked out this week. There is, in the Coming Distractions podcast feed and on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/the Nerdpocalypse, you can find the review of Judas and the Black Messiah. This is the not exactly a biopic. That wouldn't be the proper definition, but sort of kind of about Fred Hampton, who was a very famous Black Panther. So, and that's starring Daniel Kaluuya and Lakeith Stanfield. So check out that review.
Spoiler alert, one of those guys is the Judas and the other is the Black Messiah.
Frankly, you shouldn't go see it because it's about an informant, right? Like that's the whole movie. It's all about his life. People make me so angry. Like,
is that what people are saying?
Yes, because people are fucking dumb. They're dumb. They're dumb. They don't know how movies work, but that's fine. It's fine.
All right.
Any excuse for some black people to trash other black movies. I don't fucking get it. So yeah, check out Judas and the Black Messiah's review. That hits HBO Max. By the time you're listening to this, it will be there. So, or if you're in a place that, I don't know, if you live in New Zealand, you can go see it in theaters. All right. So check that out. All right, let's talk about WandaVision, episode 5, and then give our our 100% incorrect assumptions as to what's going to happen in episode 6. Look, episode 5, like, shit got super real, right? I think every episode from now on is going to be like that. Your concern that you were hoping that it wasn't going to be more episodes of all inside the bubble and that they would spend sort of half and half between in and outside of the bubble. That turned out to be true, which is not surprising. I didn't think. I didn't.
Yeah,
think
I mean that's in terms of predictions. That's like, hey, the sun is going to rise tomorrow.
Hey, look. Being technically right is still a type of right.
I guess I should take whatever I can get.
Yeah, you going like 0 for 30. I mean, I'm 0 for like 28, so it's fine. Like I don't look down on you at all. But I thought this episode was good. I think it's the best we've seen so far.
It's a lot of high drama, man. The standoff of the two of them getting big on each other, right? It was good, man. And I loved how like Wanda is just trying to gaslight Vision.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, this is fine. And then her headcanon director is like, roll credits, and Vision is like, nah, yo, we talking about this shit right now.
I kind of love that. That was amazing. It was like, nah, you're not gonna like sing me off. Like, get out of here. Like, no, I'm not done. And look, that was some pretty damn good acting from Paul Bettany, which shouldn't be a surprise if you know Paul Bettany outside of the MCU. He is a fucking great actor. But yeah, he was like, you think you can control me? And she was like, who says I can't? Like, man, that shit was awesome.
What you think happening right now?
Yeah, all it is
right now. So look, is Vision dead? I think he's. Because we saw his quick flash of his dead image, and they said that she took Vision's corpse from Sword.
Mm-hmm.
I think that Vision is doing a Weekend at Bernie's thing.
Oh, interesting.
But at the same time, why, if he's just doing a Weekend at Bernie's, how is he able to confront Wanda like this, right? Because Wanda, if she is controlling everything, should be able to control Vision in a way that will make him the husband that she wants him to be, unless she is programming him, like, unless whatever control she has over this marionette Vision is she's like, okay, well, I'm gonna put a spell on him and make him exactly like the man I fell in love with, which would be the man that would question the type of weirdness that's going on right now. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Look, here's my official wrong answer is that Vision is dead. They're piloting. She's moving a marionette, and she has given the marionette some sort of the personality of Vision that she remembers. That she fell in love with.
She's literally playing God, right? Like, so she's breathed life into and like giving him free will, but now it's backfiring.
Right, because she can't. They established multiple times that she can't bring people, living things, back to life.
Right, and that's the thing. I think that this show is chock full of misdirection, right? But I think some things are truths, and I think the making the point of her not being able to bring back the dog that dies, right? Like, I think that whole point was, hey, like you said, can't bring back living things. But even the kids are like, hey, but you brought back you brought back Dad. Like, we can't fully say it, but you did, right? So I think him being a robot matters a lot.
Right. Also,
Synthezoid,
the fact that I'm telling you, like this show is all about Wanda's arc needs to be about getting over this death, and the fact that she had to tell her kids that that death is a part of life when their dog died, paralleling the fact that like she's going through the same thing, right? But she can't get over it.
Right.
And that's going to be the internal conflict that she has. And then she's just going to be like, no, fuck everybody. Right. Because she's got Sword beating down on her. She's got these emotions. She's got these fucking kids. She's got her weekend at Bernie's husband mouthing off at her. Like, this is when she's going to break. But,
let me, I have a wild prediction. Wild prediction. And I'm sticking to it all the way until I am definitively proven wrong. I think everyone is wrong about Mephisto. I think everyone is wrong. I don't think Mephisto's involved at all. I think it is a complete.
Mephisto was involved?
Everyone thinks Mephisto's involved. The woman saying the devils are in the details, and because Mephisto is like and Agatha Harkness all have history with Wanda and all this other shit. No, not buying it. Not buying any of it. I don't. Remember, these are the same people who said Mephisto's going to show up in the Infinity Saga, bro. It's in the comics. He's there. And fucking Peter Dinklage got cast. He's clearly Pip the Troll, bro. Like, no. None of that is happening. Here is my final answer as to what is going to happen in this series. She's going to kirk the fuck out. She's going to be the big bad for a while in the MCU. Period. I don't think, and look, that doesn't mean like Kang the Conqueror is probably going to also be a big bad, right? Like, you got to kind of double the stakes and shit like that. But I don't think Mephisto's involved at all. I just don't. Until I see a nigga dressed up as the devil. Like, hee, it's me. Here's my little stick for my hay work. Like, until I see him on screen, I'm not buying it. Yeah, a little pitchfork to poke bad guys in the tuckus.
I've never heard it called a stick for hay work.
Yeah, but that's what a pitchfork is. It's for hay work. Right? No, I don't think Mephisto's involved at all. I think people are leaning way too hard on the comics, which is understandable, right? Like, but I don't think they're right. I think they're completely wrong. I think that it's a lot of misdirection, and it's great. Like, it's great misdirection, right? But I want to say to people, if you're wrong, don't try to act like the show sucks because you got it wrong. That's all I'm saying. And look, I'm fine. I'm fine to get it wrong. Like, I don't have any dog in that fight of like, no, it shouldn't have been Mephisto. If it's Mephisto, whatever, fuck it. Who cares? I don't give a shit.
It should have been Mephisto because it's what I thought.
Right. Like, that's not an answer, right? Like,
that's literally the only reason why you think it
should be Mephisto, right? Like, well, the comic said, but that's not following the comics 100%. We've learned that, I don't know, a million times by now. So I don't think Mephisto is involved. I think I think they basically have proven that anything that happens that is created inside the anomaly can live outside, right? Like they have basically established that, right? Remember with her clothes, with Monica Rambeau's clothes, right? They came out and like it was like a Kevlar suit or a Kevlar vest that became bell bottoms and shit, right? So it can, if it's manifested inside or from some sort of material, then it can exist outside, which is how her kids are going to survive, I think. I did, as much as I don't like the Evan Peters, Quicksilver, like in those Fox movies, I think he is way overpowered and ridiculous. I like that twist. I thought that was a fun twist.
Yeah, it was fun.
I think people are reading way too much into it. I think it's just a nod, and I think that's all it is. I think he's just playing just some dude who's in that universe. I don't think that's the Fox News, or excuse me, the Fox universe being, the Fox News universe. Jesus Christ.
Fucking Sean Hannity comes up at the door.
Hey, everybody. Fucking kill him. No, but like, I don't think it's the Fox X-Men universe being folded in. I don't think it's the multiverse. I don't think it's any of that. Nope. I think that's just a nod of like, hey, this guy played Quicksilver and isn't that funny. That's it. I think all of these things are ways to get you way, way over invested in what you think is going to be the answer. And I think they're going to completely go a different way.
I think I'm inclined to agree with you. What I'm not looking forward to is all the butthurtedness of people who think that this is, it's happening, and it doesn't happen. Like, right? Like it's. I think it's just a random dude. I think it's Marvel playing with us. It's got Trevor Slattery written all over it. Yep. You know what I mean?
Excuse me. Mysterio said multiverse, Micah. He said it. Why would he lie?
Right. He said
that was the most embarrassing thing. I'm like, this nigga's a known liar. People are like, why are you believing him? Yeah, no, I don't believe it. I don't. I think it's a way more interesting thing to do to get people totally pulling in one direction and be like, ha, surprise. Agatha Harkness is real. She's like, by the way, like, I think that theory is 100% correct, right? I think she absolutely is Agatha Harkness. And I think she is completely involved. I think her and Wanda are completely on the same page. Anytime she's doing magic in front of her, she's watching the kids grow up in front of her. She even
said, it was it the last episode where she was like, where Vision didn't say something that he was quote unquote supposed to say,
right?
And then Agatha looked at Wanda, was like, all right, you want to take it? You want to take it from the top?
Yeah.
You want to do it again?
Yep.
Just read the lines again, and then Vision's like,
the fuck?
Read the lines again? What the fuck are you talking about?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah.
Of course, those two are in cahoots. There's a theory going around that Agatha Harkness created or sent Evan Peters to the house, because
I wouldn't be surprised by
that. I'm still going with this is just a random dude. I'm still going with this is just some John Q. Rando.
Right. No, I agree with. I'm just saying I don't think that Wanda knew who was going to be playing Pietro. Like, I think when the door opened, she was also surprised. Like, I think that's legitimate, which is why I think maybe Agatha Harkness is the one who picked him, right?
Or Wanda could just be playing her role, right?
That's true,
because it's her long lost brother. She's supposed to be shocked,
right?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Look, man, I think people are. Here's another like part of the theory why I think it's just Wanda like doing this shit and like with the help of Agatha Harkness. I think people, and this is like pull out of the series just in how people watch television and how people think, right? People can't imagine that the big bad is a woman controlling everything. Instead, they assign it to this fictional dude, Mephisto, as the person pulling the strings. ain't nobody pulling the strings. She's powerful enough to manipulate all of us. That's the fucking point. The MCU has only had one other big bad female character. It's high time they've had more.
They even make it a point to say in the episode that that Wanda could have taken out Thanos by herself if he didn't rain fire.
Right.
Like he was getting choked out and shit. It was like, oh shit, rain fire. And Corvus was like, but yo, our people was like, fuck them niggas do this shit right now. Yo, she killing me, yo. Right. I don't know how they would have known.
Right. Like, was that on video? Like, who reported back on
that? Maybe they were watching the movie too. But,
right.
But you know.
Also in that scene, which is important, or two things. Clearly, there's something going on with Monica that has happened after she came out of that anomaly, right? They're like, well, your x-rays look a little odd. Can we do another? Nah, don't worry about that. Like, you don't need to see nothing. I think whatever happened to her being in the anomaly is going to affect her getting powers later on, if not already, right? Which would be a dope reveal at the end of this series, is that she actually is like becomes Spectrum or whatever pseudonym.
Photon.
Yeah, after her mom. Yeah,
named after her mother. What do you think happened between Rambeau and Captain Marvel?
That's what I was gonna say. That therein lies a good question, right? Because she's just like, I ain't trying to talk about her right now. My guess is when her mom came down with cancer, she wasn't around because she was off fighting in another universe. You know, like, and I think she's going to feel like she abandoned her when she should have been there. And I think that's going to play into their relationship in Captain Marvel too. That's my guess.
What if I'm spitballing. What if
go for it. Well, we're all going to be wrong tomorrow. It's fine. You're going to find out Mephisto's going to walk through the front door in minute 2 and I'm going to look like an asshole. So it's fine. I'm okay with it.
What if being around Captain Marvel? Well, no, that doesn't make sense. I'm trying to figure out
the Dr. Manhattan situation.
Yeah, but that doesn't make sense. She's around other regular people all the time. Yeah, maybe Maria had to form Sword or maybe what's her name? Captain Marvel encouraged Maria to form Sword, and her mom was out of the picture for a long time.
It could be that.
I don't know. That's dumb. No, that's dumb.
That's
dumb.
not and then it would be weird for her to then go work for Sword.
Yeah, that's dumb.
The thing is, what actually would be interesting would be Maria felt the need to create Sword, or she, after all the events of fucking Captain Marvel, she was like, yo, we gotta fucking do something. Like, this is crazy, right? She gets involved because she would have been more than at that point. She would have definitely been more involved with, like, she could have gone to Sam Jackson's character, Nick Fury, and been like, yo, I need to be involved in this. Like, I saw aliens and shit. I want in, right? It could be that maybe she was exposed to something, but it wasn't Captain Marvel, but something else when, forming Sword that caused her cancer. It's possible, right? But I have a feeling that it's about abandonment, right? Because it'll be we already know Miss Marvel is going to be in Captain Marvel 2. Just thinking from a storyline perspective, it would be interesting to have Captain Marvel be the hero to this young girl in the beginning of that movie and be the inspiration for her to be a hero with Miss Marvel, and also be seen as a person who abandoned another little girl who looked up to her as a superhero from her past. And how do you correct that situation, right? Do you make up with Monica, who is now at a similar power level to you, if not equal to you? That little girl is no longer a little girl. And then you've got this other young girl who is also powerful looking up to you. Like, how do you become a hero to those, to both of them, right? Or can, mend those relationships? That would actually be a pretty interesting aspect. So that's just spitball. But it's probably cancer like Dr. Manhattan, right? Which would be a terrible choice. That's like, to me, that's
dumb.
It's just dumb. Like, you gave me cancer. What? Nobody else got it? No, just me. Are you sure it was me? No, but it probably was you. Okay. Sorry, my bad. Like that's a terrible fucking idea. I saw people speculating that too. Learn better writing. It's just fucking awful. All right, lightning around this week.
True Lies is getting a TV reboot. Oh, at CBS. Oh.
Yeah.
A lot of people have been clamoring for a sequel. Really? Have they? Have a lot of people been clamoring?
I mean, when it came out, yeah, not over the last like 10 or 15 years. No.
A lot of people have been clamoring for a sequel to James Cameron's 1994 hit action comedy True Lies, but it looks like fans will have to settle for an adaptation on the small screen. It's announced that a television reboot is in the works at CBS, and a pilot has been ordered. Comes from the Burn Notice creator Matt Nix, Mick G, and James Cameron himself. The pilot was written by Nix and directed by Mick G. In the pilot, shocked to discover that her bland and unremarkable computer consultant husband is a skilled international spy, an unfulfilled suburban housewife is propelled into a life of danger and action adventure when she's recruited to work alongside him to save the world, to revitalize their passionless marriage. Okay. That was the beauty of True Lies, right? Like, it's an action movie for the guys and a love story for the ladies, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I see why you would want to do that, right? Like,
oh yeah, absolutely.
It's got like Castle vibes, right? Like, except with the genders flipped, right?
Okay, yeah, I can see that.
And I could see why you would want to do it. What I can't see is CBS and Mick G. And not even like, it's more CBS than Mick G.
I'm gonna have to disagree with your police work there, Margie. I don't even think those are the two worst parts. I don't. I personally think this guy, Nix, Matt Nix, that's the worst part. Matt Nix.
Really? Burn Notice was incredibly popular and lasted for quite a long time.
Sure, I never watched Burn Notice. But here's the thing with Burn Notice that I do know. Burn Notice was done by Matt Nix, and so was The Gifted, which was the X-Men TV show that Fox did. Here's the thing about both Burn Notice and The Gifted. They both had the same exact formula, which is nothing of substance happens in the entire episode except for the last 10 minutes, and it's just like decent to mediocre action, and it's the same every single episode. I'm not watching a True Lies series that uses that formula. It's fucking boring, it's not interesting, and it's fucking lame. No. Matt Nix, no. McG, no. CBS, hell no. That's 3 strikes. I'm out. No.
Well,
no.
Rotten Tomatoes says you're wrong about Burn Notice and The Gifted.
Yeah, well, that's fine. Hey, what was the first thing Disney did when they got Fox? They fucking canceled The Gifted. They were done with that shit. It's not good. It's not good. I saw somebody, I'd love to see them bring in Polaris from The Gifted. Nigga, for what? No, that show sucks. Sorry. Yeah. I watched it for 2 seasons. It was bad. It never changed. It was never, ugh. No.
Mick G is 52 years old.
Stop it.
And he still calls by Mick G. I mean,
he stinks.
Look, I would give it a shot if it wasn't on CBS. That's the biggest thing for me. That Equalizer show.
Did you watch it? Did you watch it?
Awful.
You watched it?
I did not watch it. That show looks god awful, dude. That show looks like the worst thing I've ever seen on television. My wife won't even watch it. It stars a black woman, and that's usually the only criteria that she needs.
I mean, that's like that gets you 60% of the way there.
I mean, that at least gets you a watch, right? Like,
no, it looks so bad.
Watch. It looks terrible.
Yeah, I don't like. There is nothing on mainline CBS I have any interest in watching. Nothing.
I just the Equalizer. Like looking at, you know what? Let me be quiet.
No,
I don't want to talk about that woman. She's
I love Queen Latifah. I just think that project looks like shit.
I love rapping Queen Latifah and Set It Off Queen Latifah. I am not a fan of Queen Latifah doing flippity doos and trying to be you can be badass in your own way. It don't have to be.
Yeah, you like
it don't have to be.
I don't see her as like a I don't see her as like I don't see her as a John Wickish kind of badass. Like that's just not the type of person. Like no. Like she should be like a badass lawyer. Like something that doesn't require running. How about that?
Yeah.
Like, it's just not
I got no problem with Queen Latifah being the person in the chair. Right?
No, I don't. I don't. I like Queen Latifah. I don't even mind her as an actress. Like at all. But
she's actually a very good actress.
Yeah, when she's given good material, like she was great in what was it? I was gonna say Girlfriends. What was the fucking movie? With her and the other three. We did it on Black Cinema. Jesus,
Set It Off.
No, no, the other movie where it was three black women, where they go to New Orleans, the comedy.
Off Its Set.
God damn it, you're an idiot.
Girls Trip.
Thank you. So I was thinking Girlfriends. No, but she was good in that. She was great. Yeah. So, and she had like a semi-serious couple of moments in that movie. So, like it's she is capable of it, but no, the Equalizer looks terrible. It'll go on for like 5 seasons, of course.
5. Were you lowballing it? It's CBS.
7
seasons
in a movie.
A bunch of octogenarians just watching that show, that station.
Yeah, well, it won't be me.
First look at Jared Leto's Joker in the Snyder Cut. Look, I don't think it looks bad. I would like to see what it looks like in color, but and it looks like they're kind of cribbing from the two most recent Jokers.
Of course.
Like it looks like an amalgamation of the two of them, right? But at the same time, I don't hate the look. I didn't hate the look of the Suicide Squad Joker, or as someone on YouTube called it, Florida Joker.
Yeah, I mean, if he had the Florida fucking like the silhouette of the state in his like between his eyebrows, I would have been like that makes a lot of sense.
The only thing I didn't like about that was the facial tattoos. I'm not a big fan of facial tattoos, but I'm not a huge fan of tattoos, period. But like on your face,
don't do that.
No, don't throw it on your face. But I didn't hate it, right?
I thought it was different, and I was I was willing to give it a chance as a different take on him. That was fine.
Right. Just looking at him, he looked fine. He looked like if Jack Nicholson was an 80s gangster Joker, then Jared Leto's Suicide Squad Joker was a 2010s era gangster Joker.
Yeah, and I'm okay with that. I agree with you. Like I think it was the facial tattoos that really it was like.
That was the only thing that bothered me.
Like damaged, that's really on the nose, isn't it?
It's a little on the nose there, buddy, but okay.
Ha ha! Like, all right,
on the forehead, but okay.
Jesus.
But look, they got rid of the facial tattoos, and I need to see it in color because you can make almost anything look good in black and white.
Yeah, I mean it's real basic, right? It's just. His eyes and his mouth have makeup on, right? Or and his face is clearly like painted white or whatever. But that's fine.
Scars on his face, like it looks cool. It looks fine to me.
Yeah.
I like it, but I would like to see it in color, and I really would like to see him give a little more subdued performance as the Joker.
Hunka. No, let's not do that. Which is fucked up. And, like, here's the thing. Jared Leto is a fucking weirdo. He is. Full stop.
You're gonna get a comment.
No. Do I know him personally? No, and neither do you. Shut the fuck up. Are you his publicist? Relax. Yeah, that somebody legitimately was like, he's a really nice guy in real life. How do you know that? You don't know. They started a fucking cult. Are you in the cult? Maybe you're in the cult. But the thing is, he's also a very good actor. Like, he is, right? Like, this guy has won an Oscar. He didn't win an Oscar, like, on some bullshit. He, like for playing the pan flute in a soundtrack or some shit. He won an Oscar for acting, right? Like, Dallas Buyers Club, he deserved that Oscar. He was fucking tremendous in it. The dude is very good. Like, go watch The Little Things. He's the best part of that. Like, his performance is the best of the 3 Oscar winners, in my opinion. The dude could do the Joker. Like, that's why when he was originally cast, I was like, he's a creep. That makes a lot of sense. Like, yeah, he's right for this role. He needs to have space to really dig into this character and, like, really a good script. He didn't get it in Suicide Squad. Spoiler alert, he ain't gonna get it now. Like, he's not. They're gonna cram this nigga in at the very end, probably. No, we're starting our own justice or an evil Justice League instead of calling it a Legion of Doom. Writing.
Yeah, didn't you say maybe we should have a league of our own, like a baseball team? Like, what are you doing?
I hope they eliminate all of Jesse Eisenberg's lines. Like, he doesn't need to be in it at all. And just recast Luthor. It was stupid.
Now that you say that about Jared Leto being at the end, I can totally see Jesse Eisenberg on that yacht. He was like, well, maybe we should have a league of our own. And then I could see him walking into this mental asylum or something like that, which is where this photo looks like it's taking place, right?
Right. It
looks like the Joker's in some solitary cell.
Yeah.
I could totally see Jesse Eisenberg going to, it was like, hey, I'm building a team, a league of extraordinary gentlemen.
I mean, that feels like the level of writing we're going to be getting in this movie.
And I want you, right? And then it's this image of the Joker, right? The thing pans up from the bottom, and then you see a quick flash of Jared Leto, and then he gets to do the laugh or whatever, right? Like, that's probably what's going to happen, right? Like, the Joker's not going to be in this movie.
I mean, you got 4 hours. Maybe he's
maybe
he's in Act 7. I don't know. Who cares? But look, I think it's a better look. I feel like he doesn't need to be here. I'm glad that they're moving on and maybe trying to do the Joker in a better way. But my ultimate question about this: what are they going to do after this movie comes out? What are they doing?
Didn't Zack Snyder say he doesn't really want to do anymore?
I think that was reported. So what are they going to do? They're going to move the universe off? Like, are they going to just pick up from this rated R 4-hour whatever the fuck?
Remember that
I'm still confused. I don't know what their end game is. I don't think they know.
Remember that DC Fandom thing?
Yeah,
that happened a while ago.
Yeah, that was awesome.
They made it actually really was.
Yeah,
and
it was good.
They made a big deal about the multiverse, right? Like, and not the multiverse as we are presuming Marvel will have a multiverse of, like, you know, a continuity of characters aware of a multiverse, right?
Right. These characters are completely unaware.
Right. Their multiverse is just a reason for them to have movies with the same characters that take place in different time periods, right? Like, that's why Joaquin Phoenix's Joker exists alongside Jared Leto's Joker. That's why Ben Affleck's Batman exists alongside Robert Pattinson's Batman.
Right.
Like, it's just a multiverse, right? You just pick up a
Where you want to
different
pick up.
issue of a comic and you follow that run of Spider-Man comics, right?
Yeah. The only problem, the only problem with, and there's nothing wrong with that, right? Like, that's a perfectly fine business model, I suppose. The issue I have with it personally is every movie is a different fucking universe. Like, I don't know what's the main line, right? Like, yes, there's a multiverse, right? But as a viewer, I should probably have some semblance of, because if you come out and go, well, this is a Joker. Okay, well, wait, is a Joker involved in this one or is it not involved in this one? I don't know, right? Like, eventually, if Robert Pattinson's movie is good, they're going to do another Joker, right? Like, they're going to. There's no way they're going to, like, make 3 movies and Joker never shows up. That's crazy. So that's 3 Jokers they have running somewhat simultaneously, right? Like, I have to imagine that is going to be confusing to someone. Like, why isn't it Leto? Should it be Leto? Like, but it can't be Leto because he's in Affleck's universe. Do they just eventually replace Affleck and be like, they pluck him out and they put Pattinson in? I don't know. But, like, you're going to have to establish somewhat of rules of the multiverse. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't know how you do that exactly because of the way they've started it. It's become the multiverse because they just did whatever the fuck they wanted. And now they're like, oh, here's a cop out. We'll call it the multiverse. Like, that wasn't the plan originally. So I don't know.
Of course not. Of course. It wasn't the plan originally. It's a nice excuse. Maybe they're banking that people are smart enough to know the difference, right? Like, that's why these are taking place in different, like, time periods, right? Like, that's why Joaquin Phoenix's Joker exists in the 80s, right? Like, but maybe people do want, like, we've been conditioned that, movies starring characters with the same name should belong
Together
next to each other. So I don't know. We're smart enough to not smart enough, but we're aware enough
right.
to know the difference. But I don't think they care. I think as long as people buy a movie ticket, whatever, we'll see what's thinking. And at first I was like, well, maybe they're thinking, it'll give different directors different opportunities to do different takes on characters, different writer directors to do different takes. But it's not like the Marvel Cinematic Universe doesn't have, especially with the later movies. Jesus Christ,
they're so wildly different.
They are like Thor Ragnarok is a completely different, unique take that still fits in the mold, right? Like,
right.
Marvel gives you a coloring book and tells you can make these whatever color you want, just color inside the lines.
Yeah,
right?
That's a perfect way to put that. Yeah.
And Warner's is just like, here's a sketch pad, do whatever.
Don't even worry about it. You can draw on the table if you want to.
Look, you can draw on the goddamn table as long as I can sell that goddamn table for $20 a pop.
You do whatever the fuck you want. I don't give a shit. Yeah, and that's the problem. Like, they got to figure out a way to keep things on the table. And they have like a new person who just came in. I saw like a brief article that they're trying to speak with one voice about everything. Like, I think they're trying to move to a more cohesive thing. But again, it's like, what is the Umbrella Corporation's plan what's their end game in the Resident Evil universe? What is DC's end game once the Snyder Cut comes out? Do you pick up where this all left off, right? Or is this a one and done for Leto? Like, I feel like it's not, right? I feel like he wants to do more.
It is. I feel like it's a one and done. Really? They're gonna get this out. They're going to get this out there, right? And if it's a success,
it will be.
They'll pick and choose what they like. Just like Wonder Woman ain't going nowhere.
But exactly. But that's what I'm saying. Like, that's
Shazam
happening.
Ain't going nowhere.
Right. Shazam is happening, right? Shazam 2 or Shazam, I don't know, like whatever, right? But
Shabilly.
like, that was a terrible name. You just fall down. But like those things are happening, but I don't know, like, have you watched Shazam yet? Have you seen it?
No, not yet. Everybody says it's a good movie.
Yeah,
I just haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, it's a cute movie. It totally works. But the thing with Shazam is like, it acknowledges the rest of the universe. Like they show like high school doodles at the end of like Aquaman and Wonder Woman. They look like Jason Momoa and Gal Gadot, right? Like they very much fit firmly in that universe. At the end, Superman shows up. You can't see his face, but he shows up. He's in that Cavill suit. Like it is clearly supposed to be him. So I don't know what the plan is going forward. I don't know that they know. And like, they better figure it out. Cause
I don't know if they care. I think they're going like, I don't think they're playing the long game. I think they're going, one movie at a time. And because they need to figure out what works. They don't know what works yet. No, they don't. They're trying to make it work with both critics and fans. And it's got the fans, right? Like, but they're fans of everything, but like,
right.
It's got the fans, but I think they want that critical appeal too. Like that, which is why they were pushing. This is why they were pushing for Wonder Woman 1984 to be nominated for every Oscar.
We gotta get one of these.
Every eligible Oscar they were pushing for. They're gonna push for it.
Was it up for foreign film, considering our accent, or no?
Anyway, you know what? It's interesting, man. It's super interesting. I actually I'm really curious to see how this plays out.
Again,
right?
I would love for them to pull it together. I would love it. Trust me, like, we give these movies a hard time because they're not good. But I would love for Wonder Woman 3 to be fucking super good, and then Snyder Cut to like blow everyone away. Like, holy shit, wow, this actually was really great. But I'm also a person who lives in reality. And Wonder Woman 3 has a very good chance of like righting the ship. I don't doubt. But no, I don't. I just don't think this movie is going to be very good. I don't. And I'm happy to tell you if I'm wrong. I just don't think I'm going to be. But I'm happy to tell you I'm wrong. I can, unlike with music, I can be objective when it comes to movies. Very easily.
Will you be happy to tell people that you're wrong?
Dude, I'm going to spend 4 hours watching this movie. I would love to be wrong. I would love to be wrong. I'd love to be wrong. I'm not going to sit there with my arms crossed like, I hated that scene. And I'm like, no, it was actually kind of good. Like, no, if I like it, I like it. What the fuck? Look, I'm going to tell you right now. Here is my pre-seeing assessment of the positives of the Snyder Cut. Way better action. Way better visuals. 100%. I can guarantee you the action sequences in this movie are going to be dope as fuck. They will be. Come on. Oh, is anyone truly pretending that they're not going to be? Come on.
All right, here's the question.
Man of Steel's fucking action was awesome. I loved it. I'm not sad that fictional people died. Who gives a fuck?
Here's the question. Sight unseen. Is the Snyder Cut better than the theatrical cut? I say yes.
I would say it probably is. Yeah. The fucking theatrical cut is a Frankenstein.
The theatrical cut has Josh Whedonisms in it.
That didn't work. It didn't work for him.
That just did not work. Like that's the one thing that I want to see out of this Snyder Cut, right? I want to see this man's full vision.
Right. I want zero excuses. That's what I want. I want zero excuses. So when I have my opinion, I don't want to hear shit about, well, but Joss Whedon said, no. I want to see exactly what he did. Like, seriously, I want to see exactly what he wants to see because I'm tired of hearing people make a bunch of bullshit excuses. I saw BVS. It wasn't good. It wasn't good. People somehow pretend like that don't exist. Like, oh, you don't know what Zack Snyder would do. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. He made Batman a psychopath. more than he normally is. So yeah,
Look,
I would love to be wrong. It's 4 hours of my time. I'd love to be like super into it, like full on for 4 hours. I would love it. I'd love it.
Well, hey, happy birthday.
Yeah, it's on my birthday. You think I want to be miserable? No, I don't. But I gotta watch this shit. And the Falcon and the Winter Soldier comes out the day after. What a palate cleanser.
You know what? I was, if I am going to watch this thing, it's gotta be that first day because
well, the Falcon and the Winter Soldier is they're probably only going to release one episode on day one.
I don't care. I will, if that show comes out, I will, and I don't watch Justice League before then. I'm not watching Justice League until 9 weeks later.
That's ridiculous. Like I refuse to taint my views of Falcon and the Winter Soldier with this. I tell you right now, I gotta watch it. I gotta watch it the day it comes out. I have to because if I don't, look, it's definitely gonna wait until after however it works. I have to finish watching the Snyder Cut before I watch Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Because
that's what I'm saying, man.
I'm just saying at least the first episode or whatever is available on that first day. Because I refuse to watch a very good show and then watch 4 hours of garbage. Like, no, get the garbage out of the way, get your vegetables first, and then I get Falcon and Winter Soldier, which is clearly the television equivalent of ice cream and a hot dog party. Okay, like that's all I want. So, get out of here.
All right.
Next up.
Jack Black is cast as Claptrap for Eli Roth's Borderlands.
That makes total sense to me.
Yeah, this fits. This fits, and I'm totally fine with it. Claptrap is the funniest character in the game, and Jack is perfect to bring him to the big screen. I don't know about Claptrap being the funniest. I mean, he might be the funniest by default because he tells jokes and no one else really does. But yeah, okay, I could see it. I'm very curious about this movie, man.
The cast is fucking wild. It's super nuts. So
I mean, the only casting choice that I don't really care for is Kevin Hart, and it's just because I don't understand it. But
my question is he going to play that role straight, or is he going to make it comedic?
Traditionally, Roland is the straight man. Like, there is nothing amusing about him at all,
and that's what I'm saying. Like.
And I don't know if Kevin Hart can do it. He's got a couple serious roles under his belt, but I haven't seen them because serious Kevin Hart does not appeal to me.
Right, understandable.
Some dummy from Philadelphia trying to act serious. So get out of here. You're a clown. You're from Philadelphia.
Dance.
Make me laugh.
Right.
Next up, the two leads for HBO's The Last of Us have been cast. Pedro Pascal is going to be Joel, and the role of Ellie will be played by what is her name?
Lady Mormont from Game of Thrones.
Yeah, Bella Ramsey, is that her name? Yeah, Game of Thrones is Bella Ramsey. She will be played by Ellie.
This feels like pretty solid casting for both of them, right? From what I understand, I never played Last of Us.
Yeah, yeah, this is solid cast. This is actually really good casting. The Last of Us is not, in terms of like a game, it's not bad. And in terms of a story, it's not bad, but it's not phenomenal, right? Like,
yeah, people talked about it like it was pretty amazing.
People talk about this stuff like it is, like it's just the greatest thing they've ever, like the greatest game they've ever played. And it's not. It's fine. But what it does is it is an average to above average game with an incredible amount of polish on it. Right. And it's like a like your car is fine. Well, your car is really nice. My car is fine. But when I wash my car, right?
Yeah, my other car is fine.
Your other car is fine.
Right.
But you wash it up, you shine it, you wax it up, you shine that some bitch up real nice, right? It looks great.
Yeah.
And that's what The Last of Us is. It's a newly washed car.
It's a newly washed. It's the best you can ask for.
I hated Joel. I hated Joel by the end of that first game. And spoiler alert, he dies in the second game.
Sad.
I hated Joel in that first game, not because they wanted me to hate him. He does some things that I think are stupid on a script level. And I'm just like, yo, this doesn't make any sense. Why would you do this? Like, screw you, Joel. But look, this is going to be on HBO.
How about this? It's from the creators of Chernobyl, dude. Like, they're not fucking around, man.
I don't hate this series, and I'm going to check this out. Especially with these two actors in it. Like,
yeah. I like that they brought back Lady Mormont. Like, that's awesome. She was good on Game of Thrones. She was great. So it's cool to see her getting a role like this. That's going to throw her career into the fucking stratosphere, I'm sure.
Yeah, and I don't think she's going to age out of it anytime soon.
No, she looks like a little kid.
Oh, well, she's 17, but she looks like a child.
Yeah, she does.
So, look, bodes well for that series. Jason Momoa reportedly offered the role of Knuckles in Sonic 2. Kind of wanted like a Rastafarian to be Knuckles, yo. Like in my head canon, like I hear like Knuckles with a patois.
That's one. I always thought of Knuckles as definitely being a black dude. As a Jamaican dude is fucking hilarious to me. Like that's actually quite funny. Yeah, I always thought him as a black dude. That's fine. I guess Shadow has to be black because black.
Because his name is Shadow.
Right.
He don't run. He skate.
Oh, he's super black. He's going to be in Sonic the Hedgehog 3 Roll Bounce or whatever. So, yeah, I'm fine with this, but I need Jason Momoa to do what he does best. I need him to bro dog this shit up because that's the only way this is going to work. I need to see the original Sonic, but I heard it was very good. Well, not very good, but I heard it was fun.
I heard it was very good.
Yeah. And
I don't know if it's because people had their expectations 6 feet in the ground.
Yeah, they did. Well, that first trailer, people were like, this is wildly unacceptable. How did you fuck this look up that bad? Like, that was one of those great, like, the internet came together and did something positive. They were like, no.
The internet came together and does what it always does.
Complaints.
Bully people into changing things.
Yeah, change yourself for me. And they did. And it was the right move. Like, and to the internet's credit,
more on that later.
Yeah. We will come for you. But the internet bullied their way, bullied that company into changing the design. But not only did they bully them, the internet stuck by them and saw the movie, right? Like, they didn't just bully them, have them change and be like, nah, but fuck that movie anyway. Like, which is more, like, on brand for the internet. But, yeah, people supported it. And that was dope. I thought that was cool. And I thought minus the look, I thought the trailer was goofy and it totally worked. And apparently it did.
Yeah.
I did find it funny, like, from the company that we get all of our, like, or not our trailers, but our screeners or whatever, we also get emails about trailers, which I generally see before I even get the email. But they were like, the new name of the next Sonic the Hedgehog movie has been released. Like, it was a whole email, and it was Sonic the Hedgehog 2. I was like, did this need to be an email? Like, why did you even send this? Like, all right, it's got the 2 with the tails. I get it. Yes. I could have guessed. So, yeah. So Tails will be in it. Is his name like Miles or something?
His name His name is Miles Prower.
Miles per hour. Thank you. Fuck off. I hope Sonic makes out with a human girl in this one.
That was gross. 1999 me was just all fucked up.
Like, I don't even know what I'm supposed to think of this.
19-year-old virgin playing Pokemon Snap, playing a Sonic game that's got fucking furries in it. Like this, it's got bestiality in it.
Pokemon Snap. All right, movie and TV news this week. Mindy Kaling is set to voice Velma Dinkley. I didn't realize that was her last name. In a Scooby-Doo spinoff that is going to be on HBO Max. This is it's a more adult-oriented spinoff, which is interesting. According to HBO Max, the show is called Velma. Velma will, quote, tell the origin story of Velma Dinkley, the unsung and unappreciated brains of the Scooby-Doo Mystery Inc. gang, an original and humorous spin that unmasks the complex and colorful past of America's most beloved mystery solvers. Okay. Are they going to, like, so this is more adult oriented?
Yeah, I mean, right. Like, look, pull the trigger, yo. Like, just make Velma a lesbian, yo. Like, just do it. Have her make out with people.
Yeah,
that's what adult oriented means.
It does, but also, like, are they gonna lean into all the cosplay of like Velma being like super thick? Like, cause that's a pretty common cosplay. I'm fine with it. Incidentally,
I mean,
it's one of the all-time greats,
right? Because I can't see, Velma doesn't strike me as a person that swears a lot. Right?
No, she needs a sidekick.
Yeah, Velma's gonna be. Yeah, she needs a peppermint patty, right? Like that's she needs a butch friend.
Yeah. Hey, what's up there, Chuck? Peppermint Patty was a straight up wild character. Like this is insane they put that in at the time. I'm glad they did, but like it's wild to think back. I'm like, they're clearly lesbian characters, right? Like come on, man. Like,
all right, now here's a question. I'm not saying this has to happen, but will Velma look any different, skin tone wise?
Oh, because we're doing Mindy Kaling.
Yeah.
No, they won't. Nah. Mindy Kaling sounds like a white girl. Like, I'm sorry, she does. She does. I actually think, like, if Velma was an original character, I could see them totally going that route. It would be interesting if they did. I don't have a problem if they did, decide to make it brown.
I don't think you need to. It's a cartoon, right? It's a cartoon. It's a cartoon character.
I mean, here's the thing. I don't respect the animation as a storytelling medium anyway. But at the same time, yeah, I think she'd actually probably crush this. Like, as a voice actor, I think she'd probably super nail this. So yeah, I'm here for it. Look, they should make it in the same, I mean, not with the sort of ultra violence, but in the same vein as like a Harley Quinn. Like, I think it could totally work.
Yeah.
So yeah, why not? I'd watch it. I like Harley Quinn. I think it's pretty funny. Next up, Without Remorse, starring Michael B. Jordan, coming to Amazon. Okay, this wasn't on my radar at all. But now I'm really glad it is. So this is Tom Clancy's Without Remorse, which is in the Jack Ryan universe. This is a spinoff of the general Jack Ryan stories. Previously, that character was played by
Willem Dafoe.
Yeah, Willem Dafoe.
Liev Schreiber.
Yeah, thank you. He's kind of like a badass who plays by his own rules. The premise here is the film tells the origin story of John Kelly, a.k.a. John Clark, a U.S. Navy SEAL who uncovers an international conspiracy while seeking justice for the murder of his pregnant wife by Russian soldiers. When Kelly joins forces with fellow SEAL Karen Greer and shadowy CIA agent Robert Ritter, the mission unwittingly exposes a covert plot that threatens to engulf the U.S. and Russia into all-out war. Here's the thing. This is coming to Amazon Studios, April 30th. I need this at some point. I need Michael B. Jordan to cross over into the Jack Ryan series. Just show up in one season.
Well, that's obviously what they're doing, right? They're going to do that.
I love it. I love the Tom Clancy fucking movies. I love this franchise. The Jack Ryan series is so good. I would love for him to be a part of that. Like, he doesn't need to be there all the time. Show up from time to time. Shit gets heavy, right? Like, it would have been dope at like the like, especially season 2, they're like, the end of season 2, they're like, yo, we're just going into this building. Like, that guy shows up. Like, that's what I want. Like, I kind of love the idea of spinning him off into his own thing. So he has his own movie and he's doing his own thing, but then like rolling him in eventually to just like pop up from time to time in the Jack Ryan series. I think that would be awesome. It'd be super cool. And look, I like a good military actioner. So this speaks to me, as I'm sure it speaks to you.
No, I'm all about this, man. I'm all about this. My wife, who is, all over the place with movies, but one thing that she will always watch is a military movie.
That's interesting.
Yeah, like you wouldn't expect it, but if you knew her, but yeah, like she, like, what was that movie with Ben Affleck, and it was like not Triple Frontier, but like,
oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Like she put that on my radar.
That was not good.
It was fine. I didn't.
Ben Affleck didn't look like he wanted to be there at all.
I mean, Ben Affleck doesn't really look like he wanted to be in anything but the town. You know what I mean?
I think he was still going through his alcoholism. Like, he just looks sad.
Yeah, but no, this is where I'm very excited for this. She is super duper excited for this. She keeps asking me when Jack Ryan is coming back, because that's how she knows John Krasinski, by the way. That's how she knows who John Krasinski
really? Not from the... Wow.
That is how she knows who that guy is.
She should definitely watch The Office, because that's a wild difference in characters. Jim is not fucking around anymore. God damn. Yeah, so I don't know when there's actually going to be a trailer for Without Remorse. But it's got to be coming soon, because this is in April. Like, this is dropping like not that long from now. So
March.
Yeah, I guess they just like 1 month out. Like,
yeah, why not? When do we start seeing Coming to America trailers?
That drops in March. That was
the beginning. Yeah, that comes out in the beginning of March.
Yeah, that was like 2 months ago.
Came out. This last trailer came out Super Bowl Sunday.
Yeah,
something like that. So,
all right,
we'll get it a month out.
I'm fine with that. Look, man, quiet as is kept. Amazon is crushing it, man. Like, with these, like, those type of series, like Jack Ryan, they're rebooting Jack Reacher, and they're rebooting what's the Alex Cross. They're doing a series for Alex Cross as well. Hopefully starring Tyler Perry, which I'm really excited about. But yeah, like the one name series, like they're nailing it. Jack Ryan, Jack Reacher, Alex Cross, Scooby Doo. Like,
are you upset that this is a film and not a TV series?
No, I'm not. Michael B. Jordan is mad busy. I'm not mad about that at all. Like, let him do his thing. Let him pop up on the TV show every once in a while. Let him keep doing his other movies. Come back, do more Tom Clancy shit. Like, that's fine. Like, I would love for him to have a successful action franchise. I think it'd be awesome.
Ooh, Jack Ryan, Shadow Recruit. I never saw that.
Oh, I did.
It didn't look good.
I saw it. That's the one with Chris Pine?
Yeah.
Not good. No, not good. We haven't had a good Jack Ryan movie since the Harrison Ford movies. Remember, Ben Affleck was Jack Ryan at one point.
Yeah.
So they nuked Raven Stadium.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was not good either. The
That's
Sum
right,
of All
Jack-
Fears? I mean, it was okay. It was okay. It wasn't terrible, but it was okay.
That's right. What's his name's from Baltimore, right? Tom Clancy.
Is he from Baltimore?
I think so.
I don't know. I know the guy who writes all those Alex Cross books. Those all take place in like the Baltimore, D.C. area, where they talk about Elliot in the morning, like in the books, which is fucking wild.
Really?
Yeah. yeah. They mentioned at one point, it's like, I woke up early. Elliot in the morning was playing on the radio. I felt sick, like, or some shit like that.
Yo, Alex Cross does not seem like the type of person to listen to Elliot in the morning. Yo.
Is Elliot in the morning still a thing? I think he's
Yes,
in another.
Elliot in the morning is still on, dude.
In Maryland?
Yes.
No.
He's on DC 101. He's still on.
What the fuck?
That dude's been on forever.
Elliot in the morning? Wow, yo, this is a very local cut. He's our local shock jock. I used to listen to him every day.
I used to listen to him in college, yo.
Yeah,
College.
No. I think I listened to him after college, which is even fucking scarier, I think.
He's been on since 1999.
Wow. Wow. I'm going to start listening to Elliot in the morning again. I want to find out what that guy's been up to.
And then you're going to turn it off.
Yep. I'm not even going to turn it on.
You are way too old to be listening to some
Hey,
goddamn Elliot.
fart. Ah! Poop. I'll get it. All right. Fuck off. Next up, Godzilla versus. I'm too old for morning Zoo Crew radio. Period. Like I don't need that. Next up, Godzilla vs. Kong director Adam Wingard is set to do a face-off remake. All right, obvious question. What two
Why
actors?
is Brad directing this movie?
Oh. That's fucked up. The level of disrespect on Brad.
It's like evil Brad.
He's like if Andy painted his hair with like Just for Men or whatever.
Like shoe polish?
Yeah, like that. Yeah, this is like he would go by Black Andy is the name he would go by. Like weird.
If Brad and Andy would have a Dragon Ball style fusion,
Yes.
this is what would Adam Wingard.
Yeah,
would
Adam Brandy would be he would be their fusion. That's right. All right, which two actors you want to see?
I'm sorry, what is this? Face Off?
Yeah.
I'm going to steal Rashawn's answer
It's a good one.
and say Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman. I think that pairing would be one. It would be funny.
Oh yeah, they would nail it. They would super nail it.
Yeah, and I think those two guys would do very, very well.
All right, who's Castor Troy? Right, it's got to be Ryan Reynolds. Right, he's got to be the true villain.
Well, remember, Castor Troy has to not be.
Oh yeah, so you want Ryan Reynolds to play the cop originally,
Right, so that he could be, so that Ryan Reynolds, the face, can be Castor Troy, right?
Yeah.
Can pose as Castor Troy. Because I don't see, I mean, no, I don't see Hugh Jackman like being wild and crazy for the whole movie.
Yeah,
right?
nah.
Like you can do it for like the first 5 minutes or whatever.
Yeah.
Do they do the scene where you show Castor Troy with his face off,
You have to.
smoking a cigarette?
You have to. Come on. Yeah, no, that feels.
CCH Pounder in it.
Yes, CCH Pounder. Look, I think that's good casting. That's not bad. I feel like the two of them would do it in a fucking heartbeat. I mean, I think they've been dying to do a movie together. And they're really good friends. So, or seemingly. So, I feel like that's probably, I feel like that's a good choice. Here's another one that, I saw suggested. And I want to make sure I give this person credit.
Matt Damon and Fat Damon.
Oh, Jesse Plemons.
Yeah.
That's not bad. That's not bad. That's not bad. Michael, who is a listener to the show, he suggested, and I think this is a good one, a little more outside of the box, Mahershala Ali and Idris Elba.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, I think that's pretty good. And I think you gotta let Mahershala Ali be the face of Castor Troy for the movie.
We are being sexist.
Yeah, no, come on. Give it to me.
Jessica Chastain and Bryce Dallas Howard.
Obviously.
I mean, why not, right? Like,
that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
They look identical.
How about this? Wow, I'm getting ready to say something super ignorant. Michelle Rodriguez and whatever the dude was she was playing in The Assignment. No! Yeah, that movie actually exists. That movie actually exists. It's wild. That's a wildly terrible movie, too.
Michelle Rodriguez looked down at her crotch and screamed. No!
Wow. Holy shit. That was a real fucking movie, man.
Oh, shit.
No, they give people real money to make movies. That's amazing. Yeah. How about this? Sandra Bullock. I can't think of someone to pair her with, but Sandra Bullock and somebody would be really good. Rebel Wilson.
No, Sandra Bullock and the woman from Lockdown.
Oh, Anne Hathaway.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not bad. I like that. Who's the ultimate villain? Castor Troy face.
Sandra Bullock, I think, would be a phenomenal villain.
Oh, I think she could pull it off. Yeah, she's got comedy chops. Like, she definitely does. Like Miss Congeniality and shit like that. Yeah, I think she could do it. Like, that's not bad.
Plus, I just want to see them on screen together.
Yes, I would also be okay with that.
for the same reason that I want to see Jessica Chastain and Bryce Dallas Howard together. Because they're really good actors.
Yeah, that's obviously what you were implying. Yes, clearly. That's why you use that tone. That's they're really good actors tone. All right, let's see. I feel like we're being a little bit racist here. Asian. Randall Park.
Anybody and anybody.
No, Daniel Day Kim and Randall Park.
No, Daniel Day Kim is a beautiful man.
And Randall Park is a regular Asian man.
Yes, Daniel Day Kim is a man that's like cut, right? Like he looks good, like from head to toe, right?
All right, Daniel Day Kim and whatever I can't remember the guy's name, which it'll be a household name very soon. Who's playing Shang-Chi? That's not bad, right? He's also handsome.
That's not bad.
Yeah, right. He's a handsome dude too. All right, let's think black women. Viola Davis.
Yeah.
Who's he?
Viola Davis, because unfortunately
there's nobody else like on that same line.
Right.
You gotta have someone of like equal acting ability and like body type generally.
Right.
Black women. I'm trying to think like young black actresses like Lupita Nyong'o would be like, that would be interesting. She'd have to play like the cop. She's like too serious.
Yeah.
Like Lupita Nyong'o and like Letitia Wright. Like that would work.
Here's one. Zoe Saldana and Tandy Newton.
Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad. Because they kind of look similar.
Yeah, they really do.
Here's one. Got one. Easy. Viola Davis, Scarlett Johansson. She could play anybody. She's amazing. Yeah, I don't know older black women. trying to think. I like. There's nobody on Viola Davis's fucking level. Like, there just isn't.
Yeah, there isn't.
Angela Bassett, Viola Davis.
I mean, maybe, but
or Angela Bassett and somebody else.
The two of them seem too classy to do something like this.
Yes, I know. Like that's why I'm casting them, because it's ridiculous. Betty White and Helen Mirren. Fuck it. I do think they should try to go outside the box and not just go for two white dudes.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you, yo, make face off with two women.
Yeah, go fucking go for it. Yeah, absolutely.
Face off, yo.
Or the ultimate choice is obvious. You just reverse the roles from the fucking original, right? You just reverse the roles with Nick Cage and John Travolta. I think that would be fucking fun. Let Nick Cage be crazy the whole time.
Yeah, like I do, because that's what that movie really was missing for me, right? Like wacky Nick Cage performances. Like, no, that's actually kind of a subdued Nick Cage performance, right? Like,
yeah, it absolutely is. Not in the very beginning of the movie.
But this movie was John Travolta this was the John Travolta show.
Yeah, right? It was, and he nailed it. Like he was super fun in that movie.
He was hilarious in that movie. Look, this is what needs to happen, right? You need to get, now that they've squashed their beef, Vin Diesel and The Rock, and the two of them would just not punch each other. Or no, they would make sure that they punch each other.
Equal amount of times.
Go to a stalemate.
No. That's one no.
They're both racially ambiguous, big, bold dudes.
I mean, arguably it'd be hard to tell them apart most of the time.
Right. Who would know? Who would know who had whose face off?
Yeah. I'd be like, this is the same guy. What are you talking about?
This is the one's wearing a wife beater and the other one isn't.
Yeah, one's wearing a schmedium and one's wearing a wife beater. Yeah, they both have their shirts. Yeah, but I think you try something different.
They won't though.
No, they won't. They'll probably go two white guys. Or fuck it. Or
depending on who it is, I'll still watch it.
Oh, of course. Or here's an idea. Make one black and one white and figure out how to make that work. Like deep fake one of their faces onto the other, but like with the other original skin tone.
Nope.
Yeah, no, do it and see how it works out, Hollywood. I dare you.
You can't do it. You can't do it. You can't call, because one, you can't call it will have to be called blackface off.
Yeah, blackface off. That's what I want.
You're not gonna have that. I don't want the thing.
No, I want blackface off. That's what I want. I want Ryan Reynolds and Omar Sy from Lupin. Like that's what I want. That's what I want.
Ryan Reynolds walking around with black shoe polish on his face.
Yeah, that's what I want. I want Hollywood to implode in making this movie. Come on, somebody's got to have no. Robert Downey Jr. and Robert Downey Jr. as Osiris from that other fucking movie. Yeah, Robert Downey Jr. in blackface versus regular Robert Downey Jr. That's what I want. It can be done. Next up, HBO Max and the CW are discussing co-financing original shows. Now, Mike and I had a very interesting conversation before the show that we're going to pretend we didn't have so that we can pretend to have this originally now, as people do when they do those stupid reaction videos. So according to a report from Deadline, HBO Max and the CW are in talks to co-finance new original series. Currently, the plan calls for the series to debut on HBO Max and then be aired the following day on the CW. As it stands right now, no titles or possible series have been named, but both houses working on so many DC-related projects, it's hard to imagine that something from that source would appear. Deadline does specifically call out summer CW series, which tend to be lighter fare, but with two outlets behind the financing, it seems as though they could up their offerings a bit. Okay. I don't really care about co-financing under the same umbrella of Warner Brothers. Seems like a very silly thing, but whatever. That's how money works. What I would like to talk about is, should HBO Max steal away all of the DC properties from the CW and put them with real budgets under its own umbrella and make better shows? Micah says, well, what are you going to put on the CW? And I said, I don't care, basically.
I mean, look, like I understand you want all those superhero shows to come to HBO Max so you could pretend to watch them all.
No, I'm not going to watch them. I'm not going to pretend at all. I'm not going to watch them. I'm just saying, for fans, I think you get better budgets. I think you get better shows. Maybe
you do, or maybe it loses what made that show good in the first place.
The formula?
Right. Yeah. Like, it's a formula, but it's a formula that works.
Yeah. No, it's popular.
That works for them. And you know what else you get by leaving shows on the CW? Advertising money.
All right, that's a fair point. That's a big point.
So you can't just take all the good stuff, right? Now some stuff, sure, why not? Especially stuff that's like kind of floundering. You take it to HBO Max, you give it a shot in the arm of money. And
do you have an example, or are you just saying in general?
Freedom? No, because I don't watch the CW.
How the hell would I know?
But if there's something that's just kind of middling, like what is Superman and Lois on yet? On
no, I don't think it hasn't premiered yet.
But that's coming on CBS, right? Not CBS.
The
Jesus
CW.
Christ. The CW, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You can leave that on there for a while, right? You can leave that on there for a while. Again, advertising dollars. That show is going to try and appeal to men and women.
Mm-hmm. I think it's probably, well, I was gonna say I think it's probably a 4 quadrant, but maybe not. I don't know.
I don't know if kids, like young kids, will watch it.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's going to appeal to the 18 to 34 demographic, right? Of men and women. That's the goal. And with that comes advertising, right? Let's say that show is on shaky ground after halfway through the first season. Let's say they are thinking about maybe canceling it, right? They go through a season, didn't do as well as they thought. They push it to Friday, as if that's going to make it any better, right? Does worse. That's when you bring that over to HBO Max, because you were going to cancel it anyway, right? Because people weren't watching, so advertisers aren't going to start doling out cash. All right, fine. Bring it over to HBO Max. Give it a shot in the arm. Holy crap, this show is good again. And now we can keep it on. Hey, everybody, come look at our service and come buy our service,
right? So
that you could watch this show that's good again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I'm very interested to see what they end up doing with all of these. It remains to be seen whether or not they have figured out a way, like to use HBO Max. Like, HBO Max is a very good streaming service, but will they be able to use it in a way to do stuff like that, right? To use it as a big leagues or a minor leagues, depending on how they want to use it for these type of TV shows. So it remains to be seen, but I am very interested to see what they do. Okay, so last but certainly not least this week, the Mandalorian star, Gina Carano, fired amid social media controversy. Old Thick and Looper did it again. Look, so apparently Gina Carano doesn't know when to shut the fuck up so you don't fuck your money up.
Or I think she doesn't care.
You don't think so?
Yeah, I really don't think she cares. I really don't think she gives a damn. You think she's no, dude. I don't think she cares.
So I
really don't.
The scuttlebutt,
which is why she keeps doing it. Why she kept doing it.
The scuttlebutt is that Disney was about to announce her as the lead of one of her own spinoff series. I think she cares. I think she cares a lot.
I don't. Why she keep doing it then?
Because she's an idiot. She's an idiot.
Because she doesn't care.
No, I think she's
and
dumb.
That's part of it. And look, that's part of look. Idiots don't care about shit. They don't. I'm not saying she's not dumb. I think she's stupid as shit.
That poor woman.
But I don't think she's crying over it.
Probably not. But yeah, so she decided that she was going to compare disagreements in politics or the fact that conservatives get called out about stuff as being tantamount to the Holocaust, which is a classic line that me not appreciating you being a homophobe or a transphobe is the same as Jews being led to gas chambers during World War II. Obviously, they're the same, right?
I don't know what it is about these people and their need to be persecuted. Like, is it because
they're not? Because they're not. That's it.
Like, are they so deep into like it? In my mind, it's them thinking that the only person that they feel has been persecuted like this are, Jews and God, right? Like, on some weird level, do you think that these people equate themselves to Jesus Christ in a sense that, like, no matter what you feel about religion, right?
Oh, no, I'm not even thinking about that part. Right. That's a whole different conversation.
You know the story of Christ.
Yes,
right?
I've heard of him, yes.
Are these people, like, do these people feel as if they are Christ?
I think they feel that they're Christ-like. Sure. I think, but I think it's more than that. I think that people like this have made it to a certain point in their lives and they don't realize that there are true consequences, right? They forgot what it's like to be regular. Let me tell you something. Remember a couple, maybe a month or two ago, Letitia Wright played Shuri from Black Panther, said some wild shit on Twitter, and they were like, shut the fuck up. And she was like, you right, and deleted her Twitter account and never said a fucking thing about it. You know why? Because she wasn't going to let that fucker money up.
Right, because she cares.
Yeah, no, also I don't think she's an idiot. I don't think she's a full idiot.
And she's not an idiot. Right.
Yeah.
Not
a full idiot. Oh, our vaccine's really going to work. All right. I don't need you talking. I need you just shooting panther lasers. Like, that's all I need. I don't need to hear your opinions on things you don't understand. Please stop. But I do think there is a persecution complex inside, like, conservatives.
I'll never understand it. Being persecuted is not something you want to be, yo. Like,
no, but if you're a white conservative, you feel like everyone is persecuted. So you want in. When you think you deserve everything, you want in. You want in on the persecution party. Like, nigga, we're complaining because it sucks, not because it's fun. Why do you get to say white people can't dance? That's not fair.
Are you so, like, starved for the look at me type attention that you want people to feel sorry for you? Yo,
yes.
I will never understand being on top and wanting to be at the bottom.
Right. I'm like, come on down. Can I take your spot? Oh, no, I want to be on top and the bottom. I don't want to switch. I just want to be on both. Like, nigga, that's some greedy shit.
I want to be on both when I want to be there.
Right.
All right, yo.
Hey, they're yelling at me about being rich. Trump card. Like, I'm on the bottom now. Like, it's cool. So yeah, her getting shit canned by her management and by Disney.
Her management too.
They were like, bye. End of this. You're done. And then of course the hashtag fire Gina Carano started spreading after she had posted this shit about the Holocaust. Could have just kept your mouth shut. Look, I can tell you right now, here's how you're going to know that you will know the day I make it. That Twitter account will be deleted. Gone.
I mean, the podcast might have to go.
Everything. I gotta delete Look Forward. Look Forward's got to go. If Look Forward ain't the show to make it, like, it's got to go. I'm sorry. You start over. You change names. It's all right. It's okay. No, it's just like, I don't feel sorry for her. She said some shitty nonsense about pronouns and everything, and people called her out and was like, fuck you. And that should have been a warning. Stop.
I mean, it probably was a warning, right? Like,
yeah,
this isn't the first time that she said something that's got the world questioning, like why do you have this person here? And I would imagine that she did get at least one warning, to just kind of chill with this. And there's some saying about games and prizes, man. Like,
yeah,
this is what happens. And, everyone is quickly going to, well, we should cancel Disney Plus and just torrent all their stuff. I mean, you can go on Al Gore's internet and tell the world that you're going to steal from a major conglomerate all you want.
Wouldn't recommend it.
I wouldn't recommend it. And then it's like, well, if 70 million of us cancel, you think everyone that voted for Trump is going to cancel their Disney Plus? And they're at a record high. But okay.
74 million. They got 74 million subscribers, dude. I will see you guys in 1 hour for the new episode of WandaVision. What are you talking about? Did you see the trailer for Falcon and the Winter Soldier? I'm canceling Disney Plus. You're going to have to do something way worse than firing Gina Carano. Come on, yo.
And, then you get the false equivalencies of, James Gunn. Well, James Gunn said this. First of all, James Gunn was fired by Disney. And then they decided to rehire him because as a private company, that's their right to do whatever they want.
Also, those were joke tweets he made before he worked for the company.
And then I see people are like, well, Pedro Pascal said something. I don't know what Pedro Pascal said.
He likened like Trump to Nazis or something like that. Yeah, here's the thing though. It's a private corporation and they get to do what they want.
Right.
And
like your free speech doesn't extend to private corporations, guys. It's like,
I don't understand why conservatives never understand this.
It's part of the whole capitalism thing that you guys love so much, right?
Right.
Like, it's a part of those freedoms that we all talk about loving.
Yeah, but this never happens to liberals. Yeah. Because they don't do shit like this. They don't compare dumb shit to the fucking Holocaust. They don't.
Right. Shit. When they do on the left, they immediately say, well, you just lost the argument because you can't compare anything to the way. As soon as you compare something to Hitler, you lost the argument. Yeah. They're trained not to argue like that.
Yeah. Was it Gordon's Law? Is it Gordon's Law? Yeah. Like, so it's, I don't feel sorry for her. I don't feel sorry for her at all. So let's talk about something that's relevant. You kill the character or you recast the character?
I mean, is the character so beloved?
I mean, I don't know about beloved, but
recasting. Right?
I mean, I think they were. I mean, clearly they were having plans to spin her off, but I think there's a possibility that character could have shown up in like one of those other Disney projects. So
yeah, like something more important, like with a kick-ass woman like Ming-Na Wen and Boba Fett.
Yeah,
yeah, I'm gonna pay attention to that. I mean, look, if they're going to, they'll probably recast the character. If they had plans, depending on how far along those plans are,
yeah,
I could see them recasting the character. Why not?
I saw somebody said that they shouldn't recast the character. They should just kill off the character because no actor is going to want somebody's leftovers. And I was like, it's a role. It's not a piece of pie. Like, what the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, people who know nothing about movies say the loudest, wrongest shit.
I immediately just like muted this person because I was like, is James Bond considered a leftover? Well, that's a classic role, and this isn't a classic role. I was like, oh, okay. So for you, the non-actor, why don't you tell people trying to fight for jobs that this is just a leftover? So fuck them. It's not a real job. Are you kidding me? It's a role, dude.
Yo, everybody's job belonged to someone else at some point.
Nah, yo, those are you got a leftover job, yo. You got a leftover job.
Like, what kind of sense does that make?
Again, yo, the internet is full of idiots. It's full of idiots. It's full of idiots. I'm the new teacher here. Was there a teacher in this role before? Yeah, the guy retired. I ain't trying to take no leftover job, yo.
Nope. There was never another teacher here. Never.
Nah, yo. This is a new position. They just created it for me.
One person teaches physics at this institution of higher learning, and he or she has taught it since the 1800s when this fucking school opened. Yeah. And that's it.
Yeah, Mr. Zolan, that's him. Zolan.
That guy was a weirdo.
He was a fucking dick. He probably lives right near me too. I almost guarantee it. I'm gonna run into that guy at the grocery store. But yeah, it's a leftover. I was like, yo, do you even live in the world? Do you only live in the basement tweeting? Like, go out into the world. What are you talking about? No, I think they should recast. If they have bigger plans for the role. But there was talk that character could have been the lead or one of the leads in one of those shows that got announced.
It was like Rangers or something.
Right. That exactly. So if they're planning on doing that and they still want Cara Dune as the lead, then recast her. Recast her in The Mandalorian, have her show up and be like, hey, long time no see. You look a little different. Did you do something with your hair? Nah, I'm here. Whatever. Fuck off. And then move on. Hit him with the Don Cheadle. Right? Don Cheadle, a guy who took a leftover role as War Machine. Right? A leftover role. Don Cheadle, an actor. A real ass actor. Sure.
Right. Mark Ruffalo, same damn thing.
Just taking people's scraps. What a loser. What a loser that guy is. Fuck off.
Oh, well, no, the Hulk is a legendary character, right? This is, but War Machine, that's a leftover character.
Of course. Black Iron Man. Should have been called Black Iron Man. Come on. Bliron Man, obviously. Yeah, so that big, thick dummy lost her job. Good. Whatever. I don't give a shit.
Look,
all right, Mike is getting ready to defend her.
I don't begrudge how do I want to say this? People are allowed to have their opinions, right?
Sure.
But there's a time and place for shit like that. And social media is fucking these celebrities up. Social media and this pandemic is fucking with the heads of celebrities, dude.
They got nothing to do.
They don't know what to do with themselves. And they feel, and they've been told all their life, throughout their careers that they're hot shit and everyone's been kissing their ass. So they're like, well, I'm just going to say this, that, and the other because people want to hear what I got to say. And they're losing it. They're losing
Yeah,
it.
we got to get these people back in the studio. Look, I'm telling you, if you're an actor and you're like, you really want to make it, ditch your social media account or get someone to manage it. Stop posting all your like your 3 a.m. thoughts and shit. Stop. Just stop. You're gonna ruin your career. Nope.
Yeah, man.
Fuck
because
that.
that's part of that's part of what employers do now, dude. Like they search your social media. Like you ever wonder why my wife has had 3 different spellings of her name on social media? It's because she knows that and given the nature of her business, she knows that people investigate stuff like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
I still think she should spell it AIR.
Eureka.
Yeah, Eureka.
spell it like some goddamn transformer.
Yeah, transformer. A flying transformer, obviously. Part lady, part jet. I think it's obviously what she should do. So yeah, I don't feel sorry for her. But again, if you have social media accounts, don't use them. If you're a celebrity, if you don't know how to behave yourself, nah. But you know who came out on top on all of this? Old pervy Hank Cavill. Not looking too bad now, is he? Why would he break up with Gina Carano? What an idiot. And he's like, told y'all. Mm-hmm. Go over here with my 18-year-old girlfriend.
Nobody cares what a celebrity really has to think about. Like, I hate to say that. But not really. They don't.
But
that's why you get people telling athletes to shut up and dribble, because they don't care what celebrities think.
Right.
Unless it aligns with them. And it's weird being a celebrity, man, because like I can't imagine having that much influence over people, but you do. And people don't know what to, and people don't.
I do. I imagine it every day. Go ahead. Sorry.
And people don't know what to do with it, man. Like it's another, it's a curse, right? Like, yeah, you get all this adulation from people, but at the same time, like, yo, why are you hanging on every word I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I can agree with that. I mean, we're not celebrities at all, like at all. Jesus Christ, absolutely not. But there are people who listen to us. There are people who like take our opinions, and I see people like listen to things that we say and like kind of regurgitate them or whatever, or sort of filter it. And you have to be careful in what you say, because like people who like you said that, I'm like, did I say that? Like, and it's on like innocent bullshit, right? Like, but yeah, you can't get out there and be like, vaccines don't work and the Holocaust is like telling a conservative that they're wrong. Like, you can't say shit like that. Your megaphone is too big. It's just too big. So, and it's a lot of responsibility. Like, yeah, you're not just shooting a laser gun on TV every week. Like, you have power and people listen to you, right? So, like, I mean, case in point, I won't go too much into it, but like, there's some rapper, I guess, named No Name, this woman. And she went out and said, like, don't, like, I didn't go see Judas and the Black Messiah, or I'm not gonna watch it because it's about an informant and it's not about Fred Hampton. One, completely fucking wrong, right? That's completely fucking wrong. But she has enough clout that people in her replies were like, yeah, I'm not seeing it either. You're right. I'm not seeing it. Like, she has clout.
It's about how the informant conspired with the FBI to murder Fred Hampton. Like I would think, I'm playing off of stereotypes. I would think that you would want something like that to be shown, for that story to be told. Yo, an informant infiltrated the Black Panthers and conspired with the cops, because everybody hates cops, right? Everybody hates cops not all of a sudden, but like everybody hates cops. And to murder a revolutionary,
Right.
right? Like, wow. All right, yo, I got a headache. And it's just too. It's way too
But
late.
the thing is, that story, like the way that people are wanting to perceive how that story is told, is incorrect. The story is about how, like, it should be like the way the title is written is like Judas and the Black Messiah. It's a 50-50 split. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. Like, it's more like Judas and the Black Messiah. Like, he looms large over the entirety of the movie because his personality is fucking huge and who he is and his influence is fucking huge. The point is, it is amplifying an aspect of what that guy went through. The thing that sadly he's most famous for is how the FBI and the Chicago PD plotted to kill this guy. You have to tell that part of the fucking story, right? And you have to also tell it from the perspective of a guy. Like, it's not even told from Bill O'Neill, the informant's perspective. It's told, this is Fred Hampton. This is his story. And here is this guy going along inside of his story, doing the dirt that he's doing. And that guy's even influenced, right? Because he's like having second thoughts about what he's doing.
And all that.
Right.
Of course.
Because it's like telling the story of Jesus and then being like, Judas showed up and then this happened at the end. No, like, how Judas got there is also important, right? Like, he has a massive effect on the Black Messiah in this case, right? Fred Hampton. So, no, it's not a 50-50 billing. It's like a 70-30 billing of Fred Hampton to Bill O'Neill. Like it is.
People, she wasn't going to see that damn movie.
Well, because, there's a new thing of like black people hating on everything that comes out that's a black movie. Because you've decided what the classics are when you were 18 and those were the only black movies worth a damn. Because you're a fucking idiot. But that's my own personal view on the topic. It drives me crazy because you don't want black people to actually succeed. But that's another thing all on its own. All right. What the fuck brought to you by JTD? You're up.
Hundreds of spiders discovered crawling in the walls of a home. Yeah, this is a pretty easy guess. A mother has discovered hundreds of spiders crawling in the walls of her daughter's.
Oh, I thought this was Deacon's North Avenue apartment. Go ahead.
Oh, man. Can't wait for him to hear it 3 weeks from now.
Hey, hold on. I don't live there anymore.
Claudia's daughter called her into the bedroom after uncovering a clutter believed to be huntsman spiders.
Australia.
Curtains.
Is this Australia?
Yeah, of course it is.
Yeah.
Of course it is. That's where spiders are born.
They just get in the water and move to other countries after that.
They don't even get in the water. They fly, remember?
Oh,
they
yeah.
fly.
Ugh, God, that's all right. Yikes.
These are some big-ass spiders, man.
I cannot click on that story. I refuse.
Wait, all right, hold on. We just left them there because they are baby huntsmen. I actually like huntsmen. So I was like, I'm not going to do anything, said the mother, who was a makeup artist from Germany. They're just going to walk away. Let nature be. Claudia said her daughter joked she wouldn't sleep in the room again. However, she did sleep in the room, choosing to sleep on the opposite end of her. But yo, what are you doing?
Yo, that's insane. I'll just sleep on the opposite end of the room. That's not enough for spiders. They can move. What are you talking about?
Especially Australian spiders, man. They're like pulp. It can move, baby. This is a Seinfeld reference for you all. Claudia tries not to panic. Nah, yo. My wife loves to travel, and but she wants to go everywhere. But the one place she said she does not want to go is Australia. She's just like, no, I don't even want to go to the big cities.
She didn't want to go to Sydney?
Nope. She don't want to go to Australia at all.
I do want to go to Australia. I hear it's really, really racist.
Yeah, I can believe it.
Yeah. I want to fight Chris Hemsworth. That's what
you want to lose a fight to Chris Hemsworth.
Yes, on his ground, right. His territory. That way I can blame it on that. Like, no, it's because it's upside down. I didn't know what to do. Yeah, no. Burn the house down. I think that is the obvious answer.
That is the only answer.
Yeah. Next up, my story, Jaku Bird Coffee. Okay. It is the world's rarest and most expensive coffee varieties. Jaku Bird Coffee.
South America.
You can give me a country.
Where's that where's that guy from who has the
Juan
hat?
Valdez? I don't know. I assume it's Brazil because this is Brazil.
Okay.
What's the guy? The Juan Valdez guy? That's the only coffee people who don't drink coffee know. I don't know. Juan Valdez, Folgers, chock full of nuts.
Oh shit. Okay, Juan Valdez is from Colombia.
Oh, okay.
So I would have got that
wrong. Apparently they use the coffee from Jacu birds. It's Jacu bird is a pheasant-like bird species in Brazil. They eat the coffee cherries, and then I guess they poop it out, and then people they roast them up.
Okay. You're trying this, right?
Yeah. No, I definitely would.
Bougie.
Yeah,
you
I
would for real.
Yeah, I would.
You would drink excrement coffee.
But it's from a bird.
Coffee. You don't like coffee unless it's, in a steeple or whatever your stupid French press is, right?
I've been using like a troglodyte. I've been using an automatic drip machine. It's awful.
You don't like hot water on beans, but you will.
No, I don't do that. I don't like hot water on beans through a machine. I prefer to do it by hand, like an adult. Yes, no, I would try this Jacu bird coffee. If you remember, we once did. I ordered, or maybe I ordered it, or Andy ordered it for me. It was like the meerkat coffee. Like the meerkats, they eat it and then they poop it out. And then they take those coffee beans, and then they sell it to idiots.
To dumb Americans.
To dumb Americans and other idiots around the world. So yeah, Jacu bird coffee, absolutely.
You would drink something that a bird ate, and its body couldn't even digest the shit properly.
Yeah.
And it's just all right, yo. You go ahead and drink your fecal hot chocolate.
You will eat a chicken's ass. So what's the difference?
What the fuck are you talking about? I would eat a chicken's leg.
When you eat a whole chicken, you're right. Get out of here. You eat turkey. That's the whole bird. It's the whole bird.
Nah.
What's the difference?
Try to justify that shit all you want.
You're shoving things up a turkey's ass and putting it in the oven and then eating it.
What's the difference is I'm not reaching into a bird bath, pulling out poop, and then putting it in heating it up and drinking it.
I'm not either. I'm paying someone to do that. I'm throwing money at the problem. I figured you would respect that. I need to know how much it's cost. All right, I'm going to look this up. How much is Jacu bird coffee? Because if it's a reasonable cost, I will order it and I will try it on the show. Do they have it on Amazon?
Do they have different flavors like
diarrhea? Too many carbs. All right, let's see. Oh, no,
organic coffee. That is the most bougie way to say fucking crap coffee I've ever heard in my entire life. Organic. It's organic, Jay.
It is.
It's organic in that it passed through bird organs to get to your cup.
Yeah. What's 10 pounds? Was it like $12?
Something like that. Is that a lot?
Oh, no. If I want 4 250 gram bags, which is not that doesn't seem like a lot. It's 710 pounds. 710 pounds.
You get what you pay for, man. I don't know what to tell you.
Get the fuck out of here. I know what to tell you. Get the fuck out of here. That's crazy. I've had Jamaican Blue Mountain coffee. That's the most expensive coffee I've ever had.
How much was that? Or do you not want to tell?
No, I had a single cup of it at a restaurant, and it was $16.
$16.
And it wasn't like an American, like, big old mug of coffee. It was like a teacup.
It was like one of these.
Yeah. No, like you're like, you have to put your pinky up because your fingers can't fit around your pinky has to get out of the way. Yeah. It cost me $16 for a single cup of coffee. It was very good. It was not $16 worth, but I wanted to try it. Why not?
Yeah. Just to say you did it.
Yeah. Just to say I did it. Like the poo coffee. I like when it comes to food, I'm pretty experimental. Like I will try most things. Like apparently. Apparently. I do want to try. I saw Anthony Bourdain once eat the live beating heart out of a cobra. That's a thing in Vietnam. I'd try that. That's got to be one of the most badass things of all time, right?
That's why you would do it.
Yeah. For the bragging rights. For the bragging rights.
For the bragging rights.
Right.
Get out of here, man.
I'd be like, I ate the heart out of a cobra. Yeah. Like, yeah. And then
you'll be like, it tastes like chicken.
Yeah. Like, yeah, mostly. Oh, how much was it? Well, it's Vietnam. It was $3. Who gives a shit? Who cares? Yeah, no, I would try it. Absolutely. Like, I hope I don't die. But yeah, I would try it. I'm not a coward.
No. Well, I hope you do die.
Wow, thanks. That seems like a really harsh reaction to something I'm doing. It's not like I'm super gluing shit to my head like a fucking idiot. Oh, why don't we talk about the academics behind it? No. Sometimes people are stupid. Stop defending everything just because people look like you. All right, trailers this week. Disney's Raya and the Last Dragon. You can talk about this because, obviously I don't respect this as it goes.
I don't have much to say about it. It looks cool.
Quite beautiful, actually.
Yeah, but I don't know if I would. I don't know if I would watch it just because my animation, like the movies that I watch on animation now. I mean, you got to tell me that they're like phenomenal, right? And this actually looks really good. Like part of me wants to watch it just because it's something different. But at the same time, like I didn't watch Moana and that was something different.
But your son wasn't born when Moana came out.
Yeah, but he's not old enough to pay attention to stuff like this.
No, like, and that's my whole own thing. Like this looks amazing. And like, I would 100% get my daughter to watch this, but her attention span is like 30 minutes max it's got to be pretty engaging. And there's like way too much action, for what I want her to see right now. Like this, like sword fights and stuff is not appropriate for her. Like it's just not. So
yeah, like he's 2,
right. Like what the fuck? Like, he needs to start watching the MCU. No, he doesn't. Right. So like, give him a couple of years. Like, it's fine. He doesn't even know what the fuck is going on.
So if I would need to use him as an excuse to watch this, and even then, I'm gonna start like introducing him to like the Studio Ghibli stuff and
like super innocent things.
Stuff that's and stuff that's really meaningful. Like I'm not saying that this isn't meaningful. I'm saying it looks like an action, like a cartoon action movie. With, heart. I mean,
it's also probably has some pretty good themes and stuff like that. But those are themes he's not going to understand.
Right.
It's just too complex. Like Moana, I showed her a clip. I've never seen Moana. I just showed her a clip of it. It was just like on YouTube or something. And she really liked it. Like she was just like, oh, wow, like this is fucking cool. But like, that's as far as it goes. Like she's not going to watch 2 hours of that. I have never had my daughter sit and watch 2 hours of television. Never.
I can barely get my son to sit down and watch 22 minutes of Sesame Street.
Exactly. Like she can't get through that either. She's like, Sesame Street, Sesame Street. I turn it on, and like 15 minutes later, she's like, no Sesame Street.
And it's just gone.
Yeah, she's like, I'm over it.
And we're like, yo, we turned this on for you.
Right. I find Elmo annoying. I don't want to.
I know how to count.
That's the one thing about the new Sesame Street episodes. They're less human focused, which bothers me. I've noticed, like comparative to the old. Yeah, no, it bothers me. Like there used to be more kids. Like it seems that like there's less kids. There's more like Elmo and the monsters and shit. Like there, like if you go back and watch the old ones, it had far more like the adults who lived on Sesame Street and the menagerie of ethnic kids that hang out there. They were much more the focus, which is just interesting.
Well, I would think that part of it might be production, right? Like, are you watching the recent episodes? Yeah, we're talking about Sesame Street. Fuck off. We'll get to Falcon and the Winter Soldier, but I don't get to talk to my friend about parenting. So we're going to talk about this for a minute.
Yes.
Do you watch the later episodes of Sesame Street?
Yeah, some of the later ones. That's what I'm talking about. And maybe that's because it's during COVID, I guess.
Right. That's what I'm thinking. Because they have segments dedicated specifically to kids where it's like, hey, my name is blah blah.
Yeah,
blah,
from whatever city,
brother. Yeah. Right. I like to do this. Like, all right. Get back to these two rapping fruits.
The rapping fruits. Yeah, it's interesting. Is Bert and Ernie only like claymation now, or are they like in the later episodes? Because I caught one. And I was like, why are they claymation only? They're not actual.
The ones
anymore.
I've seen, they weren't claymation.
Oh, okay, good. So it was just like a bit then. Okay.
Probably.
And also the new one doesn't have the cool funk version of counting with a pinball, which was like one of my all-time favorite bits.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
11, 12. Yeah, that was the shit. They don't do that anymore. Because apparently fucking Gen Z kids learn how to count. Fuck you. That's how we all learned back in the day. Wow, I just saw a clip of The Rock fighting a leopard. That looks ridiculous. All right. Let's get to it. This is what the people they didn't want to hear about Sesame Street. But let's talk about the thing that really matters. A full new trailer for Falcon and the Winter Soldier. This came out on Super Bowl Sunday. This is the best thing that happened that entire day. Since your MAGA hero fucking won a Super Bowl again. Yeah, this looks really good. They're putting their relationship on full display.
Yeah, I mean it's it's okay. Let's make a spy action series with the Odd Couple.
Yeah,
and look, this was so good. I went back and I immediately just watched rewatched Captain America: The Winter Soldier, aka the best MCU movie.
Yeah, it is.
And yeah, man, this has those vibes. This is speaking to me in every possible language that it is happy birthday, Terrence. Because this comes out on his birthday.
I get the Snyder cut and he gets this. It's not fair.
And they were right. They said when they were doing these that the money's going to be on the screen. It's going to be like a movie broken up into 9 or 10 chapters. And that's exactly what this looks like. Like the money's on the screen, man.
Yeah, it is.
And I was a little worried. WandaVision is one thing, right? Like the best, the most special effects they've had to do is intentionally bad special effects,
right?
And raising Wanda and Vision up so far, you know what I mean?
Right.
To kind of have that stare down. But no, man, there's a lot of action. There's Falcons just flying around like he always does. I can't remember that guy's name. The Winter Soldier's just being a badass with his old. He's the most badass, handy capable soldier I've ever seen. Right?
that Wakanda arm just looks so fucking dope with the black and gold. That shit looks awesome. Man. It just looks great. Sharon Carter's back.
Yeah, Agent 13 is back, man.
Good.
Look,
she got a raw deal. She got a raw deal in those movies.
This is this looks like what Hobbs and Shaw was trying to be.
Yeah, I saw somebody make that comparison that this would be the MCU's version of that.
But I feel like these two have a better rapport with one another.
100%.
And it just and these two are better actors, right? Like
100%. Like 100%. Like yes. Like
so.
But this kind of goes to the point I was making when I was talking about last week with Anthony Mackie being a robot in Outside the Wire. Like that wasn't the right role for him. This is the right role for him. Like this is like tailor made for him to like show off his personality, like be really personable and a goofball with his friend and be a kind of a dick to his friend. Like that just works. And they have this great adversarial relationship. It's awesome. I mean, like it just super works. This looks fun. I'm glad they're not giving much away about US Agent. Because when people kind of figure him out, that's going to be interesting.
Yeah, that's going to be real interesting. Can't wait to see. Boy, you crying now about people not being able to say what I want to say.
They're going to make fun of you. They're going to make fun of you. Yeah, it's going to be awesome. I like that. Like they still are showing. Again, they're showing Agent 13 or Sharon Carter, like just straight up kicking ass. Because again, she got the raw deal in those movies where she shouldn't have. They just couldn't make it work with Cap. I don't know if they just didn't have chemistry or she was just not capable of doing that. I don't know, or they just didn't give a fuck. But clearly, she's a part of this, which is good. I'm glad they didn't just drop her out of the MCU. I'm really hoping the place that they go is Madripoor. I'm really hoping that they just use this as a way to introduce it into the entire MCU because it has a lot of significance. It just looks fun. And then the end of them having the staring contest was just fucking hilarious to me. Like, just grow up, you two assholes. But I think this is going to be fun. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And I don't doubt that this is going to get multiple seasons. I think that people are going to love this shit.
Yeah.
So I'm all in. And this is what, March 19th? Yeah. That'll be here before you know it. Yeah, before you know it. So we're already going into what, episode 6 of WandaVision? And that's only 9. So yeah, we're almost done. Also, the last thing I'll mention about this before we go is that scene of Sam throwing the shield and then Bucky catching it is pretty dope. Like showing that they're kind of equal partners in the legacy of that shield. I thought that was kind of cool. So
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
All in, man. All in. So yep. Any other parting thoughts?
Go back and watch Captain America: The Winter Soldier because it really is that good.
Yeah, it is. All right, that's it for us, and we will see you guys next time.
See ya.
Bye.